بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الحمد لله, we are going through Surah Al-Hadid. Allah starts off by mentioning سبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. All the surah that start with the word سبح or يسبح وسبح اسمه ربك الأعلى, anything to do with the tasbih are known as musabbihat. And the Prophet ﷺ used to read this surah every night. So we can just imagine how much Quran Rasul ﷺ used to read every day. And that connection with the Quran, be it Ramadan, be it out of Ramadan, Allah give us such connection. So Allah says that whatever is in the heavens, whatever is in the earth are doing the tasbih of Allah. Like I mentioned yesterday, Allah didn't say whoever is in the heavens, whoever is in the earth. Allah said whatever. So everything is doing the tasbih of Allah. In another place Allah says, وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ, there is nothing إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِ, except it does the tasbih of Allah. So everything around us is doing the tasbih of Allah. This wall is doing the tasbih of Allah. The ceiling is doing the tasbih of Allah. The carpet is doing the tasbih of Allah. To the extent, Hassan al-Basri rahimahullah used to say that these clothes that we wear also do the tasbih of Allah. How strange that on the day of Qiyamah, the clothes a person wore did more tasbih of Allah than the person himself. How strange. That is why we should always keep our tongue moist with the dhikr of Allah. وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ, He is the Almighty, the All-Wise. لَهُ مُلْكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ, for Him is the kingdom of the heaven and the earth. Little kingdom, limited kingdom in this earth, on this earth, maybe for humans. Certain part of an area are not full kingdom, they only control some parts. The weather still in the control of Allah, the birds are still in the control of Allah, the animals in that area are still in the control of Allah. So limited kingdom may belong to humans temporarily, but ultimate kingdom over every single thing only belongs to Allah. هو الأول, He's the first. هو الآخر, He's the last. هو الظاهر, He's the highest. هو الباطن, He's there, He's apparent, yet unconceivable. He cannot be seen in this world. لا تدرك الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار وهو اللطيف الخبير. No eye can see Him in this world, but in Jannah everybody will see Him. That's a different world. وهو على كل شيء قدير, He is upon everything all powerful. There is a dua of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allahumma anta al-awwal falaysa qablaka shay. Oh Allah, you are the first, nothing was before you. Anta al-akhir falaysa ba'daka shay. Oh Allah, you are the last, nothing after you. Anta al-zahir falaysa fawqaka shay. You are the overpowering, overcoming, nothing can go above you. Wa anta al-batin falaysa dunaka shay. Oh Allah, you are the unconceivable, nothing can be hidden from you. And this is a dua at the end with the Prophet ﷺ, after mentioning these four sentences, the Prophet ﷺ said, اقض عنا الدين وأغننا من الفقر. O Allah, repay from us the debt and make us independent from poverty. The very powerful dua. If a person is in debt, it's a very powerful dua. اللهم أنت الأول فليس قبلك شيء وأنت الآخر فليس بعدك شيء وأنت الظاهر فليس فوقك شيء وأنت الباطن فليس دونك شيء اقض عنا الدين وأغننا من الفقر. Hadith of Muslim. When the Prophet ﷺ used to wake up in the Tahajjud Salah, he used to read the last 10 verses of Surah Al Imran. إِنَّ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافِ اللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ لَآيَاتٍ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ till the end of the surah. And then he used to read this dua as well. اللهم أنت الأول فليس قبلك شيء وأنت الآخر فليس بعدك شيء وأنت الظاهر فليس فوقك شيء وأنت الباطن فليس دونك شيء أنت الحق وقولك حق. Du'as of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A person, he came to Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu and he said, I have doubts on my faith. Sometimes I doubt things, some of the things that Allah has revealed. So he said, does that really happen? So he said, yes. So Abdullah ibn Abbas started smiling. And then he mentioned another verse of the Quran when Allah says, فَإِن كُنْتَ فِي شَكٍّ مِّمَّا أَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ. If you are in any doubt about what we have revealed to you, فَاسْأَلِ الَّذِينَ يَقْرَؤُونَ الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ. Ask those that we have revealed to before. The Quran is not a new revelation. There were many revelations that came before. Quran is the final one. But there were many other revelations that came before. And Quran has been prophesied in those revelations. The other scriptures that Allah sent down, the other books that Allah sent down, Quran is a confirmation for that. So Allah says, ask them. They will have no doubt. The people of other faiths who really know their faith, they will have no doubt about Quran. Because everything is in the book already prophesied many years before, many centuries before. So Allah said in another place, Allah said, الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابِ. Those who we have given the book to, Tawrat, Injil, Zabur, the people of those books, they recognize Deen and they recognize the Prophet ﷺ more than they recognize their own children. يَعْرِفُونَهُ كَمَا يَعْرِفُونَ أَبْنَاءَهُم. Like they have no doubt about the children, they have no doubt about Rasul ﷺ and his Deen. But why don't they believe? Stubbornness, arrogance. Lot of the mushrikeen in Makkah, lot of the Jews in Medina, they knew for a fact that Quran is haqq. Islam is the right religion. The Prophet ﷺ is the true prophet of Allah. But they didn't believe due to stubbornness. Today me and you will frown upon them. Oh, you know. But me and you will have the same attitude towards other aspects of Deen. There are so many things of Deen which me and you know is wrong. Know that what the Prophet ﷺ has said is totally different. But due to our stubbornness, due to our arrogance, you know, Allah is talking about the ultimate, which is Iman, which is kufr, between kufr and Iman. Allah is mentioning that. But look at the daily things that we go through today. Are we following the ways set by Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Are we following the footsteps of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the teaching of the Quran in this regard? Are we doing our own things? We are not. We are going in the same pattern. Allah give us understanding. When we read these type of verses in the Quran, then we say, oh, look at these people, how they were. But we don't relate the Quran to ourselves. We need to start relating to our actions, ourselves. The Quran is speaking to me directly. When we hear talk about, certain thing, then we tell somebody else, make sure you listen. This is specially for you. Kaan kholi laham bajja. Make sure you open your ears. This is specially for you. But what's for me? It's for me. I need to listen more than anybody else. When the talk is about parents, the parents are looking at the children. Make sure you attend the talk. When the talk is about children, the children are looking, parents. So they look at, nobody wants to look at themselves. Everybody wants to look at each other. Everybody who thinks that this talk is for him, this talk is for him, I'm perfect, I'm angel. No, we need to start relating the Quran to ourselves. So he said that, read this ayah. هو الأول والآخر والظاهر والباطن وهو بكل شيء عليم. Whenever these doubtful thoughts come to your mind, read this ayah. That person, he says that just few days later he came back to Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu and he said, those thoughts that were coming to my mind have all disappeared. I feel full conviction about my iman. The cure is all there. Having doubts in the mind is nothing new. People will have doubts, human. But to then follow it up, then to make a point out of it, no, I'm entitled to, no, I've got an opinion as well. I've got a thought. I've got a valid excuse. No, that's a doubt. Don't succumb to it. Don't mention it. Just keep it within you. Read the ayah, move on. Don't entertain it. Doubts will come in and out, in and out. And shaitan, that is, Sahaba used to come to the Prophet ﷺ and they used to say, "O Prophet of Allah, sometimes so many doubts come to our mind. We feel that, have we lost our iman? We feel that, oh, I'm a person of iman and these type of doubts are coming to me." So the Prophet ﷺ said, "Does it really happen? Does it really happen to you?" She said, "Yes." She said, "That is a sign of iman. That is a sign of iman." Shaitan is just putting these doubts to attack your iman, because the iman is there. So he wants to attack it. Don't let him attack it. Defend yourself. Take those doubts away. That is attacks from shaitan. So many people, they get frustrated with these doubts. Just having doubts in the mind is nothing wrong, like I mentioned. But then don't entertain it. Don't try it. Don't go ahead with it. Don't say it to anybody. Don't start mentioning opinion about it. The world today is, voice your word, say your mind. No. Islam doesn't say this. Islam doesn't tell you to say your mind. Yeah, if it is something to follow in terms of action, then you need to, of course, learn for it. Then you need to say your mind. But if it's just random doubts, why do you need to say your mind? The more you start debating about it, the more you'll confuse yourself. Because deen is something which Allah has set. And وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ, like we are reading these verses, He is the all-wise. So many things me and you will not understand. Only Allah knows the wisdom behind it. So many things we don't understand. Sometimes we want to say something to a little child, 5, 10-year-old, then we say, "Let me tell you something." Then we say, "Oh, leave it. You may not understand. When you get 15, 20, then I will tell you. Maybe you're too small for it." Two humans. One cannot comprehend the other due to age. Oh humans, we are all humans. We are creation. How can we ever comprehend the wisdom behind the rules of the Creator? The law set by Allah. How can we ever comprehend? It's beyond us. That is iman, acceptance. That is iman, submission. So this verse took the doubts away. So a person who is suffering from this type of illnesses, especially in regards to his faith, his iman, he should make a habit of reading this ayah. And like I mentioned yesterday, the Prophet ﷺ mentions that there is a verse in this surah which is better than 1,000 ayat, 1,000 verses. Abdullah ibn Abbas said, this could be that verse which is better than 1,000 verse. This could be the one. Allah give us understanding. Allah says, هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ فِي سِتَّةِ أَيَّامٍ. He's the one who has created the heavens, the earth in 6 days. Allah says in another place, وَمَا مَسَّنَا بِاللُّغُوبِ. We didn't get tired. The Jews, they believe that Allah created in 6 days and then one day He took it for rest. No. خَلَقَ اللَّهُ التُّرْبَةَ يَوْمَ السَّبْتِ. Allah created the soil on Saturday, and then He planted the trees and everything the other day, and the mountains, and then He put the animals on it, and then He made the Noor on Wednesday, and then He created Adam alayhi salam in the last portion of Friday after Asr. That is why we took Friday as the day of worship, because Adam alayhi salam was created on this day. And the purpose of Adam alayhi salam's creation was the day, was to worship Allah. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. And that is where Friday comes from. So 6 days. هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ فِي سِتَّةِ أَيَّامٍ ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى عَلَى الْعَرْشِ. Then He did istiwa on the arsh. Many people, they make a big deal out of it. Debate from this istiwa ala al-arsh. How was it? Where is it? Is Allah on the arsh? So where was Allah before the arsh? All these are debating which we don't need to go into. A person, he came to Imam Malik rahimahullah's gathering. Imam Malik used to give dars in Masjid al-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like I've been mentioning before. So he used to give lessons of hadith next to the grave of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Imam of Medina. So a person, he came to Imam Malik rahimahullah's gathering and he started asking these type of questions. He said, what is this istiwa ala al-arsh? What is this? And Imam Malik says, istiwa, we know because Allah has mentioned it in the Quran. Al-istiwa ma'loom. Wal kayfiyyatu majhool. But how was it is unknown because Allah didn't describe it. Wal imanu bihi wajib. To bring iman on it is wajib. You have to bring iman because it's part of the Quran. Was su'alu anhu bid'ah. But to ask about it, to debate it, to investigate something which Allah has made unknown is bid'ah now. And then he commanded the students, take this person out of the gathering. I don't want him. He's asking these type of questions. These are the type of questions that we need to ask. Told him to go out of the gathering. He said, this person needs to be out of this gathering. These were our pious elders. يَعْلَمُ مَا يَلِجُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. He knows exactly what goes into the earth. وَمَا يَخْرُجُ مِنْهَا. What goes out from it. The deeds that go in. The commands that go in. The deeds that go out. وَمَا يَعْرُجُ فِيهَا. وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. He is with you wherever you are. He is with you wherever we are. Allah is with us. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. Allah said, we are closer to you than your jugular veins. Allah is with you. Fear Allah wherever you are because Allah is with you. Now many people, they contradict. Is Allah with you? Allah on the arsh? Where is Allah? No. Like I mentioned yesterday, these are not issues to debate. These are not issues to get into. We are wasting time. These are to leave it the way Allah has left it in the Quran. Our youth will go to college, universities, and then you'll get certain type of people who will bombard them with questions. So what is your aqidah, brother? What is your aqidah? So, do you believe Allah is on the arsh? Do you believe Allah is everywhere? My aqidah is the Quran. My aqidah is the way of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah hasn't mentioned howness, the kayfiyya. Why do I need to delve into it? Allah give us understanding. Many of our youth are getting doubts. Many of our youth are losing the iman because of these type of questions. Allah safeguard our iman. That is why to link up with our local ulama is very important. We will have these YouTube speakers who will be debating about these issues and debating about these certain things and everything, and then a person, he thinks he's doing really good sitting at home and YouTubing talks and lessons and everything, and he's feeling so nice about himself that I'm learning deen. But he doesn't know the agenda of the other person on the other side. Personally, we have taught lessons online, but general lessons, simple lessons. We have, I did one lesson of 40 hadith of Imam Nawawi. Twice we did it online. In one of them, there were about over 200 students studying from all over the world. Canada, America, Africa. Then we met some of the students as well who were studying in Medina University. When I went for Hajj, they came to see me as well. But they were general lessons, general. I said, look, if you want to debate more about this, if you want to know more about this, then you come to my lesson, and face to face, then we will discuss. A person, we don't know what level the person is on, and we're bombarding him. The person, he's on maybe key stage 1, and we're telling him key stage 4 things. He's not on his level, he'll take the wrong end of the stick. So we need to understand who we're speaking to. We need to understand. أَنزِلُ النَّاسَ مَنَازِلَهُمْ. So the ulama, the fiqh issues that they used to debate with students and with their own ulama who had experience of 30, 40 years, that they were discussing after 40 years of studying and teaching and deep understanding of Quran and Hadith, they were discussing those issues after years of research. Today we want to discuss those issues on the first day, and then we think we know it all. And that's the issue today. Allah give us understanding. We need to know which stage we're on. Are we on key stage 1? Are we on key stage 2? Key stage 3? Slowly we go up. We tell a year 2 student to do GCSEs, it's not on his level. It's too much for him. It's too confusing. So Allah says, Wallahu ala kulli shayin qadir. Yulijul layla fi nahar. Allah enters the night into the day. Wa yulijul nahara fi layl. Allah enters the day into the night. And that is the summer getting longer days. So the days is entering into the night. The winter comes. The night gets longer, so the night is entering into the day. But it's amazing how Allah balances it out. On one side, I've been mentioning for the last few days, here we will be sacrificing our time due to the long fast. But on the other hand, we have the short nights. So me and you doing ibadah on the odd nights or in the last 10 nights for just 1 hour will give us the reward of 83 years, 84 years of ibadah. Just 1 hour. If it was the winter time, we would have to do ibadah and get this reward for 8 hours, 10 hours. So the fast is short, but then the night we need to do more ibadah. So how Allah balances it? The fast is long, so you only do 1 hour ibadah this side. How Allah balances? And this is amazing, The lunar system Allah has made, that we can enjoy the summer Eid, we can enjoy the spring Eid, we can enjoy the winter Ramadan, we can have all seasons. It's not always the white Christmas. It's not always the white Christmas. They just stick to it. They know definitely it's going to come in winter. So they can never enjoy a summer Christmas. They can never enjoy a spring one. How beautiful Allah has given us this deen. Every aspect of deen, every religion, every teaching of this deen should make us do shukr to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. So beautiful Allah has made Islam. So beautiful Allah has given me this. Wow, this is so amazing. Every aspect of deen should, upgrade our iman, should top up our iman. For every aspect of deen we should do shukr to Allah. Subhanallah, if I never knew about Islam, what would I be doing in this regard today? Then Allah says, وَهُوَ عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. He knows exactly what's in your heart. Today me and you will secretly have these secret passwords and on our social accounts and media accounts and whatever. We say, no, it's privacy policy. Now you have all these GDPR and whatever, these new rules coming on. I said, no, privacy, data protection. Allah knows exactly what's in our heart. We can hide from our parents, we can hide from the world, we can hide from anybody else. Can we hide from Allah? We think only our friends are following us, we think our only close ones are following us, but Allah is also following every inch that we are doing, every letter that we are writing. Allah is following everything. Don't do anything. Everything that we put on social media, everything that we write, every message that we send, think, Allah is also following this. Allah knows exactly what I'm doing. That is taqwa. That is taqwa. The consciousness of Allah, that Allah is always watching me. Allah knows of whatever I'm doing. And that consciousness will stop me from disobeying Allah. And after mentioning all these greatness, Allah mentions, Aminu billah, bring iman on Allah. After mentioning all these greatness of Allah, which is only for Allah, Allah now mentions that bring iman in Allah. Meaning, bring this type of iman in Allah. Or, after you have believed in this, now you should be on a level to bring true iman on Allah. So, there are a few things that we need to discuss on this iman and the points after it. Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi.